You better not tell anyone about this.
It's being recorded!
Shuffle them more, please. Seriously.
The best poker player here is clearly me. That's why I'm top of the table right now. I've had a point deducted and they still can't get me off the top of the table. So I'm not looking at any of them, not focusing on them. I am focusing on me, my game. If I play well, I am walking out the winner. First person to lose today is Henry Wright. He is awful, terrible. It's like he's just won a prize to be here. I don't know who he is or how he's got here, but he is going home first and I'm not even going to say goodbye.
Slightly optimistic, you know, a bit like Spurs' season. I'm down in the dumps at the moment. I'm bottom, but I feel I can end around mid-table if I win. Now, I know everyone else has a lot more experience at the game, but doesn't necessarily mean it can't be an upset. So I am a little bit optimistic. My biggest threat is probably Terry. He likes to think he's a bit of an older brother to me, tried to look down at me a couple of times, but that could be his downfall.
I'll be honest with you, I'll give it the big un, but all the front and all the rabbit, but I'm not that good. I'm a little lucky. The only one I'm not worried about is Henry. I'm not worried about him at all, because he's got less brains than Joey Essex. So the biggest threat to me is Hugh Wizzy, 110%.
What type of poker player am I? I'm an aggressive poker player looking to take everything you've got. Who's going out first? Sim. Yeah, Sim. He's just got that Tottenham bug, you know? If that is anything like the way he plays the game, he's in a lot of trouble today. Yeah.
For me to win, it would mean absolutely everything. It's going to be bragging rights. I think I'm going to take home the trophy. They're going to underestimate me, but I'm going to come out on top.
Look at this. Look at this, Henry. Oh, no, it's nice, isn't it? You all right? You good?
Yeah, it's about, mate.
Good.
Hello.
I'm liking this. Hello.
Yes, Terry, good
Sim,
to see you.
good?
Come on, look at this.
You doing, Chris?
Come on, Chris.
Right, isn't it?
Come on.
Bad.
Okay.
Makes a difference online.
I know.
Yes, Henry.
Here he is.
Good to see you. Good to see you, mate.
You.
Fancy seeing you.
Oh, you good? I know. Long time no see.
This is lovely. We've got a dealer this time.
GG Poker.
I know.
Get in.
It's
Some
quite a
set
table.
this, isn't it?
I just feel a bit serious. I want to win, to be honest.
Yeah.
Good luck with that, mate.
Decent. Seeing if I can spy. There you go. All right.
Come on.
You look nervous.
You look
Yeah.
you do.
really
Just
nervous.
trying to get in the zone, I am.
It's the face of a guy facing bottom place, I think.
Alright, let's see who's bottom place at the end of
You're
this.
facing relegation, that's why he's looking a bit scary, isn't
What are you talking about? What's your poker?
he? Bit of both.
Alright, let's just relax for the relegation. It's not happened yet.
Okay.
Is that why you've gone grey at the top of this season?
Yeah, that and the missus, yeah.
23 years old and you're grey.
28 years old. At least give me those 5 years.
There's a chair over there. Is it going to be safe?
You might not be safe.
Yeah, keep the chairs away from Henry Wright. He likes to fight them.
I was worried about having a poker face. I think Hughes just solved that completely. I don't
Yeah, I can't see his face.
They told me I wasn't allowed to bring glasses, so here we are.
Next best thing.
Well, no, that's decent. So, gents, here we are. We've been playing online for the last 3 weeks. We're now in person. You can see the whites of our eyes and all that. You're looking nervous, I can tell.
I'm
really
nervous, mate.
Really nervous. And remind me of the scores. We're joint top, 18 and 18, right? Just like, a bit like Man United and Liverpool, league titles right up at the top.
17.
17.
Had some good lead positions, but I haven't quite won a round yet. Very quite
Spursy.
Peaked too early.
Peaked too early.
Bottled it right when it mattered.
Is it 14 points?
No idea.
14 points. I think it's 14.
I think 14.
We'll go for it.
And Henry, how many you won?
11.
11.
11.
Yeah,
How have you only managed to get 11?
It's because you get points for finishing last, that's how.
Yeah, that's pretty much that. Yeah. Could be worse though.
There we go. So, are we ready? Are we ready to start, gents? Are we ready to get the show on the road?
Come on, let's do it.
Let's do it.
From the 10th of January, all new players to GG Poker will be given a free ticket to play the £1,000 UK Daily Giveaway Tournament.
Cool.
Ooh. So, do you think Spurs are going to go down, Emery?
Cool.
Depends on it if we keep this manager or not.
Cool.
The club is still behind him, but the results are disastrous, mate.
You're raising.
I'm gonna raise.
Looks like I'm gonna have to damage more chairs, doesn't it?
Oof.
Oh, he's raised.
Been raised first hand. Cool.
He said he was aggressive. So yeah, do you think you actually could go down? They said they're going to back him. Like, do you think he'll take you down this year, Big Ange? Do you reckon he'll take you down?
Yeah, I think he could do. Yeah. Yeah, I think of how poor our performances have been.
Fold.
The cards.
To lose to Leicester,
Oh,
to
sorry.
draw to Leicester, to lose to Ipswich, to lose to Palace. Even we've had our fit players, we've still lost a lot of games.
Sim, are you still fully behind? Every other week on the show, you have defended
Check.
Big Ange with your life. Are you still fully behind him?
I think for me, it would just be hypocritical of me to kind of I've been given the excuses. I'm going to raise actually 500. The situation with injuries hasn't changed, and I've been consistent that we're going to continue to get results, and it's been getting worse. So I really do think that we can do something in the cups. I really do think the football is of high quality when everyone's fit. I just think, unfortunately, we have double-digit injuries for 2 months, and that's the toll takes on the squad.
Now.
It is boring.
It's the same
When
excuses.
the same excuse is happening for 2 months,
So
it's going to be boring. But I'm going to keep saying it until we don't have
Are you
injuries.
saying with the injuries? If you look back to last weekend, you think about the injuries that you've had. Some of the teams that have beaten you in the last few weekends. Your squad's still better than them with the injuries. I don't see why it's an excuse.
It is, but all the squad is playing half fit basically a lot of the time.
2000.
Ooh, hey, big spender.
Raised to 5.
Oh, hello.
Oh wow!
There's flushes on the table here, and look at this.
Oh, Henry's calling.
Henry, what are you gonna do, Hugh? What are
Just
you
trying to buy
doing?
that
I
flush.
think he's a bluffer, Hugh. I think he might be a bluffer here.
You got the bottle. What are you going to do in Arsenal?
Oh,
Oh,
He has got the bottle.
I showed him.
Full house.
hang on.
First hand. No way.
Oh.
Oh. Tens as well.
Tens.
Wow, what
Look
a
at
hand.
that. Well
Wow.
done.
Thank
Nice,
you.
mate. Nice.
What a great first hand.
Going hard.
That's an Ange Postecoglou move right there.
Well, that was a great
oh
start.
wow. First hand. Fireworks.
First hand. There you go.
I know. We've got to give a big shout out to GG Poker. How cool is this?
Oh, it's
This is
amazing.
unbelievable.
The
It's
table,
incredible.
slick.
It's everything by the company.
That's true. That is true.
It's the noises and everything.
It's, yeah, the breathing.
£5.
Oh, like,
Why does he keep coming back with more?
he didn't play like this online.
He might have a hand.
Maybe it's possible.
Of course.
Yeah, 3 more.
Cool. Showed him.
Here we
2
go.
pair.
Hang on, let's see that.
3.
What are you doing, Hugh?
I was hoping for a 5 or that to be a 6.
Oh,
You've had 2 very good hands.
I have.
Two very good
Yeah,
hands.
but you had nothing.
Yeah, I'm not sure what
When
he
you
was
put
doing.
the
I'm not
extra
sure what he was
3,000
doing.
in, you had absolutely nothing. I'm not sure looking for a 5 at this point. The cards
but
were out.
once I'm that deep in, I've got to follow through.
Okay,
It's called pot committed. He's hoping for winning on a jack
gotta know
high.
when to
Yeah, but
walk away.
this is all an act, right? This is an act because now we're all going to think, oh, next time he's going all
I know,
in.
that's it,
He
like-
hasn't got anything and he's going to get you. Sorry to call out your
Shit.
technique there,
I don't
but
know what you're-
just saying.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
Oh.
Oh, it's a change of strategy
Interesting.
now, isn't it?
Keep him
Get a pair of
guessing.
aces this time.
No, I can check all that.
Interesting.
I'm really enjoying this. I mean, I'm losing money, but...
But the blind's gone up, yeah.
Blinds have gone up.
Blinds have gone up.
Right, guys, we've got a GG poker question. Which manager was dealt the worst hand when they took over a Premier League team? I'll go first. I would argue David Moyes taking over Everton with the squad they've got and some of the injuries and the fact they've only scored 16 Premier League goals. They were odds-on favourite to go down, and I think that's an incredibly difficult job to take on.
I think for me, it's probably Ruben Amorim, actually. I think a struggling Manchester United side, the expectation of the fan base, the size of the club, and the fact that he needed to change the style of play completely, you know, new formation, and it was mid-season, no training time. I think Amorim.
I would agree with you. I think it's Amorim, 100%. But I'll throw in Ange Postecoglou, especially after his first 10 games, because the expectations went through the window. There was articles saying he's the new Sir Alex Ferguson, that he's fixed Spurs from being Spursy. So I think that when you actually look at everything Tottenham is built on, their continual lack of success, and then the weird pressure that was put upon him after 10 games, Ange has got to be in for a shout still. He has to be, because calling him the new Sir Alex after 10 games, you're always going to foul. You're never going to live up to the expectations. So yeah, I agree with Amorim, but I've got to throw a big Ange in there.
Yeah, you know what? I've got to go with Amorim. The expectations are that United are the biggest club in this country, if not
Just 2 of us.
in that conversation. They should be challenging for major honours in every competition. And
Yeah.
honestly, the squad is a mess, and it's such a huge challenge. It's actually so complex from top to bottom. They need to
1,000, I think.
they need to replace and improve in almost every area, every field at every level. And yeah, I think he's up against it. I'm not sure if he's going to make it.
Look, I've been backing my guy all along. I have to say Ange Postecoglou has had the most difficult job coming into a team.
He's had 400 million.
He's had 400 million, but we sold Harry Kane, our best ever player, our best ever goal scorer.
He sold him though, yeah?
He didn't sell him. He wanted to keep him.
Best ever player.
Yeah, our best ever Premier League player.
Is it better
He's
than
had to change a playing style. He's had to completely revolutionise the team. He's had to completely get the average age down of the team. The signings this summer more represented a kindergarten than a Premier League football team.
I think Kane's better than Bale.
Do I think Kane's better than Bale?
Gaza.
I think Kane, over a long stretch of period, he's Tottenham's best ever Premier League player. I don't think there's any doubt about that, in my opinion.
Okay.
And he's had to replace him. Tottenham have been relying on Harry Kane for decades, or a decade pretty much, and they've been relying on him year on year out. He's been carrying Tottenham on his back, him and Son together, and Son is 32. He's been aging, and I think Andrew's had to come in and keep up those standards, getting top 4 and improve. With all those circumstances going on and this injury crisis, I think it has to be Ange.
You win.
It's on you, Hugh.
Oh, is it me?
400.
400. You win.
Well, those twos.
Once.
That's
That's a one.
Okay.
I'm going to raise to 800.
Ooh. Folding. Like Ange Postecoglou's season. You do love to defend him though. You get
do.
really like, you can, your voice goes up.
I'm a believer. I don't like the narratives about
sit
him.
forward
He's a
on your chair
one-trick
as
pony. He
well.
only has one way of playing. Or he's only won things in these certain leagues, so he's out of his depth. I just don't. I think these narratives are unfair. I think he gets labelled with certain things, and I think sometimes he doesn't help himself. He plays into it a bit too much. I'll take the. I think.
What makes you feel? Because I threw Ange in it because I agree with the Amorim. I didn't want to sort of reiterate it, but what makes taking over Tottenham harder than taking over Man United?
Because we have the expectation of being level with Man United.
What are you
we
on about?
do. We have the expectation of challenging Man United.
Sorry.
We have the expectation of being up there with Man United.
Man United.
Yeah.
Oh,
we finished above you for how many years? How many years we
this is
finished above you?
delusional.
I have the same
Highest
beauty
order.
expectations as Brad Pitt. Jesus Christ.
Our expectation to be challenging you in the league right now, not for titles, but 4th place, right? That's our expectation, to be up there with the top
Yeah, but
teams.
Sim, they're a Ferrari,
5,000.
we're a Fiat.
That's
from
my
5,000?
point. That's my point.
5,000. I'm sorry.
5,000.
Man United and Tottenham. Oh.
But that's my point. You're laughing at, but that's the club's expectation, to be challenging for top 4 every year, like all the other top 6.
That's not our expectation.
That's our expectation. That's the club's expectation.
Yeah, but their
I'm gonna
expectation is
fold.
to win league titles. Ours isn't.
Our expectation this season, right, coming into the last few years, Man United fans have not been expecting to lift Premier League titles. They've been expecting to challenge for top 4 and get.
Have you ever heard
And
of?
that is exactly the same as expectation of Tottenham.
Have you ever heard Daniel Levy come out and say, "I want to win a league title"?
No.
The day that Ineos took over, they
Was
said
it-
they
was-
wanted. They wanted
Was
to
it Ten Hag's expectation to win a league
Check.
title in any of his last 3 seasons? Is it Amorim's expectation to win a
No,
league
but
title?
the-
Or is the
okay.
expectation to be around the
What's-
top 4 or 5, like Ange?
What's the end goal of Amorim? Is to win the league title.
This is a big hand now. Let's just see this here, please, gents. We'll get back to that
I really
in a
hope
second.
you have something this time, Hugh.
Oh, what we got here? Oh no, I should have played.
Check.
Check.
There's a lot of money at stake here.
Ow!
Oh, Queens. Ace 9, the end of packing. Alright, pair of 9s. Second pair.
on a level, look, I get what you mean by there's expectations at Tottenham, but I just think to compare, Man United's expectations are lower right now because of how bad we've been. But I don't think that there is ever.
We have the expectation of being a top 6 club, right?
Yeah, but
We're
I don't
top
think.
6.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think in my lifetime, 39 years on planet Earth, I don't think there's expectations from both sets of fans, the media, pundits, rivals, the Spurs and Man United has ever been the same. I think the expectation on Man United is
If you ask
so
some
much
fans at the beginning
bigger.
of the season, do you expect to finish above Man United? I think a lot of them would have said yes.
If Spurs come 8th, the world accepts it. If Man United comes 2nd, we're still called failures. The expectations aren't the same for me.
You don't change.
Raised to 1,000.
I think it's just because he doesn't want to change up his chips, I feel.
I'm going to fold.
Gone bright red, he has.
Oh, Terry.
Look at the smile on his face. It's brilliant.
No.
He looked down at the card, he focused in on one of them and smiled.
No.
Who did?
Why did I do that?
Oh.
It's the best flop I could have had. Was it? It would have been great.
Don't tell me.
Don't give too much away, Terry.
I might just be bluffing everyone. It's all tactics.
There was a.
Oh, you started off with, really big here.
Don't get in my head.
I'm just saying.
Keep talking, Terry.
You gave it the
Check.
big one,
Check.
and now he's checking. Oh, you absolute cow son. You know what I thought?
2000.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Spurs v Spurs.
Spurs off.
Can they both
Oh my
lose?
God. Oh my days. Oh my days, I want to cry.
Check.
Check.
There's a good chance that's the best
King
hand.
high.
Oh my God.
King split pot.
It's a stupid game.
I had 7 and a 2. I had 7 and a 2. Oh my God. Oh my God.
You're always folding on 1,000 raised.
7-2.
No, you are. But
Statistically,
but
the way
7-2 is the way, yeah.
if I had a 7 and a 2,
6-2,
that would be the best flop, river and run in the history
Yeah.
of poker with what
Yeah,
I
that's
had.
incredible.
Oh my days.
You must be getting to the end of your tether watching your team get
I'm
beat
obviously
every
not.
single week.
I'm not more Angin the more we lose. Put it that way, but.
Yeah, but come on, losing to Everton and Leicester
I
is
get
a-
it,
is a-
I get
is
it,
a
but I
low.
also understand that the situation is deepening and worsening every week. So if I'm saying after we lost like the first 5 games, or I'm saying it's probably the injuries, if the situation is only getting worse, I'm not going to expect the results to get
No, I
better.
get that. I do. I get that. Like, and the problems are still the problems. That's
They're
what you're
not
saying.
changing. Yeah, exactly. They're not changing. I know it's getting boring for everyone to say, and I know it's like.
But
because
Sim,
it's going
one
for
thing
someone-
is,
I'll
the
tell you
manager
something.
can change what he's doing, and he's not.
I'll tell you something. If the injury,
Sorry,
I'll
Ricky
tell you
Steeler?
something.
I mean,
If the injury crisis
that's-
doesn't
yeah,
improve,
I'll pass on that.
then he might have to leave because I don't think he's the manager for this
Cool.
injury crisis.
Can I ask you something,
He's not
Sim?
the manager to manoeuvre this situation right now.
Can I ask you something? You said the first stream we did,
Are you checking?
these two said something which is very true, that you can give the wrong man time.
Yeah,
Do you agree with that? Looking at how we're performing.
you can. Yeah, I agree with the sentiment. I don't agree that Ange is necessarily the wrong. He might be the wrong man. I don't think I've seen enough to suggest he definitely is yet. In my opinion, I think he can succeed. I'm going to check.
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 As I say, once we get our players back, and I really think if we can just stay away from this stupid relegation discussion, I'm going to check. I think, honestly, come March, we get our full team back, I really think we can give the Europa League a good go. And if he can do something in that competition, it can still be a very
2000.
successful season.
2000.
And we're in a Carabao Cup semi. If he somehow gets through to that final, again, the final will be in March, we might be in a different situation. But right now, I get it. It looks terrible, and when we're losing to teams who have lost 7 in a row, and Everton hadn't scored in 8 games, and they scored 3 against us. I get it. It, and it's horrible to watch, and it's horrible to look at, and in some ways, it is unacceptable. I agree with that.
I get that.
And I think, again, I don't think Ange is the manager to take us into a relegation battle. So if we do seriously get dragged into it, we might just have to bite the bullet and get Dyche or something like that.
The blinds have gone up now. It's now 300 and 600 small and big blinds. So the GG poker question is, which player has been your biggest transfer flop?
I've got a
Tanguy and
couple.
Ndombele.
Who, sorry?
Tanguy and Ndombele. Signing from Lyon for roughly 60 million. He had the season of his life in France, destroyed Manchester City in the Champions League. He joined Tottenham and was gaining weight and gaining mass every single week. He was lazy, he was lethargic, he had all the talent in the world but no work ethic. And that for me, is one of the biggest. Not far off Anthony, to be fair, at Man United. That was disastrous.
Anthony probably is my pick at 90 million, 200 grand a week. He's up there. Although I do think we've signed worse players. I think Bebe was a worse player. You know, Anthony actually still has some iconic moments, and he scored a very important goal to level the game up against Liverpool. We went on to win that trophy. But the money he cost, the amount we paid him per week, absolutely horrendous. Anthony's there. Højlund is turning into one as well, 70 odd million, and he's getting worse. But Bebe's up there for me as one of the worst. Jemba. Again, they were cheaper, but they were in an era where transfers were cheaper. We had a few bad ones, but yeah, Anthony's top of the pile for me, and I'm so glad he's now fidget spinning in Spain.
Probably have to go with Roberto Soldado, just because he came in at a time we were so desperate for a striker. We were so desperate for a figurehead. He came in to the club on the back of 3 seasons in a row. He got like 30 plus goals in La Liga, and he comes in and he just couldn't hit a barn door. It got so bad everyone was feeling sorry for him whenever he was scoring a goal. I remember he was like crying when he was scoring a goal for Tottenham. It got that bad. He just couldn't get the ball in the back of the net. And he came to this club as a reputation of being a world-class striker with international pedigree, and he could barely put the ball in the back of the net. And I just think with the reputation that he has to be the biggest flop we've probably ever had. Absolutely terrible.
Big hand this now.
Hugh, do you consider Kai Havertz to be one of your biggest flops? Are you in that camp for Kai Havertz?
Not at all, no. He's a great player. He's misunderstood massively, and he's actually been performing quite well, goals and assists wise.
Check. Here we go. Show
your cards.
Get him out, boys. Get him out.
Oh, is that? No, it's not flush.
Ace high.
Ace high. Wow. Yes, ace high, I think.
You won.
Oh, wow.
You both won with nothing.
Yeah, ace high.
We both won with nothing. That was interesting.
That's my hand.
We have to have something.
What time's the earliest train up?
What bluff then? If you don't do, you have to bluff. Go in.
So who's yours, Hugh?
Who is the guy?
I've got a few, man. This season, we've signed a goalkeeper to play in a cup competition, which the day before we signed him, he played in and is therefore cup tied for.
Oh, Neto.
Yeah. So that's slightly fraudulent. I think Petr Cech was up there for me as well. It's more about the lack of signings that we did that window where we were so close, and we're that close again and don't seem to be doing any business. So
we haven't had many flops recently. I think the biggest one for us was probably Naby Keita, and not because he was a bad player, just because of the injuries and stuff like that.
Not Darwin Núñez.
I like to support the players who are at the club.
Just 100.
And I don't think you can say someone's the biggest flop until they've ended the career at you. I do definitely think I'm going to raise by 2000.
Definitely think.
Ooh.
He doesn't
fit us. Darwin, I don't think at the moment.
You need a more prolific nine.
Yeah, we definitely need a better fit for what we want to do. Andy Carroll would probably be another
I've got one
one
for you. Akpolani.
Yeah, he was terrible.
Because he came in as the Alonso replacement, and there was a lot of hype about him as well.
Just Italians don't seem to do well in English football, not for us anyway.
Typically speaking,
all the guys we signed. Has everyone folded?
No, they two called.
Oh,
You're
nice.
up against Henry and
Lovely.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Here we go. Oh wow. That's an interesting flop, isn't it? It's an interesting flop. 5,000.
Oh, was that Henry or?
Ooh, here we go.
10.
Oh, I've gone before you.
Yeah,
sorry. I thought you were out.
Yeah, he is now.
He was gonna call. Yes. Re-raising Henry.
Oh wow! Wow! If the flop was
Are
good,
they still the same? You just looked at your cards. Are they the same? Yeah.
Yeah, still the same, mate. Cheers.
Go on, you have him.
Are yours still the same? Because you were dead confident a minute ago.
Oh, what is that?
How much is that?
3. Yes, 4,000. I think.
4,000. Oh, I see lip go! His lip
How much is that,
went!
sorry?
The last bet
Don't
was
worry, he's not a chair.
The last bet was 5,000. So how can you? He's gone down. So surely you've got to go for it.
He's trying to call you in. He's trying to pull you in, I think.
Okay.
There we go.
This one, I think Hugh's going to have to.
Here we are. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
What time is your train, you?
I'm getting the early one.
If you've got on nothing, mental.
Oh.
What is that?
King of seven. Okay, he's got a pair of sevens.
On a pair of sixes.
A pair of sixes.
Oh,
6,
straight.
7, 8. Straight.
Straights.
Oh, wow. He got straight.
What on earth are you doing?
But he didn't go all in, so he's still there.
That?
He was still here. I had 8-6 by the way.
I will say that,
had
Henry.
8-6
I mean,
pre-flop.
the flop has been kind.
Can't believe
Queen
I
ace spades. That's why I went to.
8-6, I would have had a full house. That's what I had.
They called a free flop raise in
know.
2000 with a 4 and a 5.
You're right. What are they doing?
What's wrong with that? I won, didn't I?
You did.
You did. You got straight. Fair enough.
You're supposed to get in there with the best hands. Oh,
I got in there and won.
But that's what
You
you call
did?
beginner's luck.
Yeah.
He
Also,
really,
it keeps you
hang on.
guessing.
Now, I think you've actually been a pro this whole
Yeah,
time.
it keeps you
and-
guessing, Chris.
Yeah.
It keeps you guessing. Doesn't know what he's going in with.
Come back to well and truly on, isn't it?
jeez. I think you're in the lead, probably.
Oh, don't worry about that.
Oh, without a doubt.
You can join in on the poker action at GG Poker, where you will get a £40 welcome deposit when you deposit just £10 or more. If that wasn't enough, on top of that, you'll get tickets to the £1,000 giveaway, which are run every single weekday, where you'll be able to battle me and the other guys for your chance to win. So all you need to do is just click the link in the description below and join in the fun at GG Poker.
I'm going to be out of here, mate.
Sorry.
Any second.
There's just nothing on here.
2000. Fold.
Come on, me versus Hugh. Heads up? No, no heads up. That's it. Everyone's out.
One more hand. Oh, that's decent. At least we know we don't blow.
Oh, for crying out loud. Mate, shuffle them more, please. Seriously. You're giving me
Yeah, but
You're
she's
doing a
not
lovely
making the
job.
bets,
You're
though,
doing a
is she?
wonderful job. Don't worry.
I've
Don't listen
seen
to
3
Hugh.
of the hands. They're outrageous.
Well, stop
What the-
betting with them.
No, that's not the point.
You
What the hell?
could have had this seat if you wanted
Wait
Hugh.
until you've got a hand and then bet.
Outrageous.
You could have had this seat, Hugh. You decided to sit there.
So we've got, with the blinds going up, we've got another GG poker question. This is a big one for right now. Which player would you flush, excuse the pun, out your club? Who would you flush out?
Timo Werner.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Wow.
Timo Werner.
He must just hate Tottenham.
The third highest paid player at the football club.
Am I small?
And I reckon I could cross a football better than him.
I get Timo Werner. I don't understand that bit of business for you at all.
165 grand a week is our third highest. And you think of someone like Son, who you think could justify paying him that amount of money.
Who's yours, Chris?
I don't think there's anyone, you know.
I know Liverpool fans don't like to do this, do they?
I don't think there's anyone that I would. I don't think we've got a bad player.
Alberto Moreno.
Everything's perfect.
He doesn't play for us.
Oh, sorry, at current club, yeah. I mean,
Like, all
must
of
be-
our
there
squad
must-
players are doing well.
there must be
Like,
someone,
Nunes is pretty much a laughing stock to online football fans, but he tries so hard. He can't. It's the results with Nunes, I think, in terms of his missing shots and stuff like that. But he's a good player and he works hard. So
You'd like to upgrade on him, though,
yeah,
right?
definitely.
You'd like
I think
better-
Liverpool
if you
needs
could,
to sign
though.
a striker in the summer.
if you had to
Absolutely.
flush someone out, who would you flush out? If it was,
Well, it
if it was
depends, because if it's flush someone out but not get a replacement, then no one.
okay, what if it was get a
If
replacement?
you get me £100 million striker, yeah, I'll flush Nunes out.
What? It's a serious question. What amount of money would you take for Trent?
Well, we can't get anything for him now.
No.
Oh, you mean in January?
Hypothetically, if you penned a new deal down.
If it was in the January transfer window, I don't think you could, because I think you need to win the league.
So you'd rather win the league and have him go for nothing?
Yeah. I think
get
a lot of, like, rightly or wrongly, I think a lot of Liverpool fans and fans of football clubs, generally speaking, think that Trent owes the club something. I don't think he does.
If he
Like,
wins
he's
the
a
league this
fan.
year, would you consider him a Liverpool legend?
Depends how he leaves us, because I've got a bit of a thing with how he's handled it completely. Like, I think if Trent had come out in December and just said, I'll talk about this at the end of the season, that would have been fine. But he never. So he's let this sort of rumble on with the chance of it disrupting the season and stuff. But I don't know, man. I find it really hard to take the person out of it when you're looking at it, because he's been a Liverpool fan all his life. He's been an absolute superstar. I think he's one of the most talented footballers I've ever watched.
I think he's the best right back.
Oh, by a mile.
Since-
And if he leaves, do I hate the way he's left the football club? Yeah. Because as a Liverpool fan myself, and him as a Liverpool fan,
would you despise him?
Remind you of the McManaman situation.
Yeah,
Is it similar
absolutely.
to that?
Yeah, absolutely. McManaman was different because I think people forget this. McManaman was the star of Liverpool back then.
Yeah.
And he went to a side that could win trophies because Liverpool couldn't.
Yeah.
Whereas I think Trent should have stayed at Liverpool or should stay at Liverpool because we can win trophies and the biggest trophies. But someone said this to me and it was quite interesting, I thought anyway. If he's got aspirations of having like a David Beckham style brand, is Liverpool the best place for him? And I was like, whoa, that's heavy that. Like, because I don't think you can do that at Liverpool.
What
You
you're
can't
doing?
do that
Do you
at
know what you're
Madrid.
doing right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Are you
like,
sure?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just making sure.
He doesn't.
Are you ready?
Do you know what you're doing right now?
He's having a
don't
nice
you?
friendly chat about football.
It's up in the air right now, I'll be honest.
He's sat there with all these chips and you're asking him if he knows what he's doing.
Come on then, boys.
Check.
It's because he wasn't allowed to wear sunglasses, you know.
If I'd go for another Spurs player, it would probably, unfortunately.
Oh, such a
The
fool.
royal flush is on.
Oh my
It's
God.
on.
Royal flush.
Oh my, surely not Hugh.
I'll stay
It's
safe.
theoretically. Oh my God, it isn't it? It is.
It is, it's on.
Oh, we're making history.
Is it Mike?
We need David
No,
Attenborough
it's on
right
you.
now to commentate this.
You're first.
And
Come
here
on.
we have a Hugh Izzy in his unnatural habitat at the GG poker table. Is he going to check?
He doesn't
Is
want
he
it.
going to
He doesn't
fold?
want it. He doesn't
Is he
want it.
even awake?
You sure?
I'm not sure now.
funny
He
thing
might
is-
want it.
Henry doesn't
wouldn't
even
have
know what he's
responded
doing, but he's doing very
full
well
of
at it.
Oh, 2000.
Oh, 2000 in the
Okay,
pot.
Here we go, boys.
Come on.
Instant.
Go on. Have a queen come out. That'd be even more fun. Go on. Ooh, what's that done?
Doesn't
What's
help.
that
Who does that
done?
not help?
I don't know. Someone's going to ask us ace high or low here.
All right, let's see your cards. What we got? Oh,
King.
wow. Three of a kind.
Kind.
What you got?
Oh,
Oh!
no, flush.
Wow.
No, it doesn't have the flush.
No, almost. You went for it. Look
Well
at that.
done.
Very.
Oh, he's back in the game.
Come on,
Yeah.
I tried to ask you, do you know what you're doing? I'm not sure anymore.
Oh, you burped up there. That's nice.
If I were
I'm
to go,
back.
There's like
Cool.
20 in there.
yeah, I was about to say, whoa, what's going on here? 2000.
Now, someone's full of
Sure.
it.
Yeah,
I'm sure
someone.
of it.
Oh my God. Breathe. Oh no, come on.
All in.
There we go.
No.
He said it, no?
said
He
it?
said it.
All right, then I'll go all in then.
Oh!
He hasn't, his balls aren't that big. They're not that big.
No, don't bully him.
Oh, stop it. What's going on here?
What is going on here?
Oh! Oh,
He's got
dear.
it. He's got it. He's got it.
Oh, dear. Andre.
Oh my God. Well done,
There we
Terry.
go.
Well done, Terry.
That's how we do.
You can't ever say I haven't got any.
That's how we
Called on an
do.
ace high.
Told you in the intro. Lucky, ain't I?
Look at this.
I'm glad I got
You
out.
know what I said to you earlier? Don't ever compare Tottenham to Man United ever again. Never do it.
Right, lads, the blinds have gone up, and our GG poker question is: which player would you like your club to go all in for in the transfer market?
I'll go first. For me, it's Victor Gyökeres. We need someone that knows the system. We need a predatory goal scorer. We need someone who's not a kid, someone who's experienced, good age, knows Amorim. For me, it's Victor Gyökeres, 80 million buyout clause. I think it is in euros. Might even be lower in the summer. That's got to be our main target this summer because we lack goals at United. So if we could go and get Victor Gyökeres, I'd be very, very, very happy with that.
Depending on whether we're in the championship or not, I think for sure. I think it's a dream signing. I know it's unrealistic, but if we can somehow just go all in on Nico Williams, just give him the kitchen sink, throw everything at him. We are desperate for a winger. That is the one position we need massive upgrades on. And Nico Williams would be just so perfect for the system. I love him so much as a player, and he would be a massive game changer if Spurs were to able to somehow get him through the line. He's got a release clause. I know he's got high wages, but if Spurs are serious, he's the kind of player we should be going for.
I'd go for Murillo at Forest, centre back.
Centre back is good.
I think we need one more centre back because if we had Murillo during some of Ange's dark times, I think we would have been all right. And I think he's attainable.
I quite like Kerkez,
He's attainable.
Yeah, he's
Bournemouth.
good. He's good.
Good little left
He'd
back
be
there.
so perfect for you.
Yeah.
You think Robinson? You think he's done now?
I don't think he's done. I think that's a bit disrespectful, but I do think he's in bad form at the moment.
Yeah.
I think if you watch him, he's making a few more sort of mental errors as well.
He's been doing it for years. I like.
But yeah, you've got to
How long have you had him now?
maybe
9 years.
2016, maybe something like that. I think.
3,000.
Yeah, 8-9 years.
That's it. Oh.
What's that?
6,000 euros.
What did I put in?
3.
3.
Would you think he's better than John Arisa?
Robertson, much better than John.
Yeah, but Risa was
I didn't
very
like
good.
Risa.
Do you like him?
I just thought he could hit a ball well. Like,
It was that own
in
goal
court.
against Chelsea, wasn't it? That's what
Here we go. Here we go.
Flush.
No. Oh my god.
Oh wow. We got.
Do you have a
hang on,
full house?
hang on.
Full house? No, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
I nearly had a straight flush.
Nearly a straight flush, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm moving towards Osimhen actually.
50 million.
50 mil. We should be paying double that. I
know.
don't understand why that hasn't
know.
been done already if that's
I
the
know.
quoted price.
Yeah.
I'm going to go a little bit lower, but respect that I've got a really
15,000.
15,000.
strong
It's
hand.
15,000.
Big.
Why have you done that? That's unnecessary.
I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry.
So, it was Gyökeres,
He wants a set piece.
Osimhen,
Another set,
Gone all
set
in.
piece coach, no?
Murillo.
You
What's
want
that?
another set piece coach?
Turn your cards in.
Nice bet, by the way.
Flush. Oh my god,
wow.
that is unfortunate, Henry.
Yeah, he's
no,
got a
yeah,
flush.
he's got a flush, mate. Unless
Yeah.
you get a full house somehow. Can you get
Toodle
a full house?
pip.
You can't get a full house.
Well, maybe. Well, I could get 3 of it. I don't know what's higher. I don't know.
Full house
Flush
is
is
higher
higher
than
than
flush.
Well done. Well, I said Henry would be
I
down
think
first.
Yes,
did we
we
all
know.
say that?
Did everyone say
Did
Henry
everyone
down
say
first?
Henry?
Do you know what?
Congratulations.
Did we all
Well
say
done,
Henry?
mate.
Okay.
Congrats. Do you know what it is? Is that you got lucky a couple of times going in heavy when you didn't really have a hand.
I
and then
told you,
your luck ran
I
out.
was ruthless and aggressive and stupid.
Like Ange.
Yeah.
Naive.
It's just who we are, mate.
Just who we are.
Mate, how you feeling? That tells you how I'm feeling, mate. It's a joke. I've just been robbed completely. 2 really strong hands, and this hair transplant has just beaten me. So, yeah, I'm not very happy to tell you the truth. Last place again. It's typical Tottenham.
So Henry, did you get that out of your system now, mate?
Yeah, I feel slightly better, yeah. But still fuming that I'm out.
And bottom, you will finish bottom now.
Yeah, thanks for letting me know that.
Is Henry getting us drinks?
Yeah, I think you should go and get
yeah,
a round
last
in.
place,
Go and
yeah,
get a round in,
right.
mate. Go and get a round in, please.
And then we'll like a cup of tea or a coffee.
Cappuccino.
Coffee,
Yeah,
if it's going, yeah.
Cup of tea, though, please.
Tea,
Coffee, please. mate.
coffee.
Cappuccino.
Coffee, please. mate.
No, yeah, not proper,
If they've
proper
got
cup.
it, espresso.
Proper.
It was only a joke.
Off your pop. That's brilliant. We sent him to get the tea. Tea boy.
Fucking wait now.
Right.
Points are finishing last. It's all right.
He does get a point. Right. So,
Where's
my go?
Call.
Where is
Okay.
the,
Cool.
Raising or checking? Check. That's a check. You can check. You don't have to fold. You can check.
Yeah, you don't fold,
You
yeah.
don't fold is not an option.
You haven't got to help him, though, Sim.
Okay.
Come on, this ain't charity.
Oh, no.
This is competition.
He's betting anyway, look at him.
Yeah, he's going to go all in.
1,000.
You know how we do.
All right.
We'll have a little go.
Okay.
That might be genius if he's like, should I fold on when I'm big behind? That could be genius. Getting everyone to call.
Check.
Check.
What are those blues? They're like
One
They're
hundred.
ones.
They're ones.
You just
Do you
make
want
it look like he's got
a
loads of
loan? I
chips.
charge 2 points on the fig.
Hold it down, Till. Hold it down.
Here we go.
Here we
Hold it
go.
down, big man. Yeah?
Right.
Come on.
Oh, it's not tidy enough for you.
How much
sorry.
is it?
It's okay.
She just said you're scruffy.
Oh, so I
That's
can
all I've
take,
got.
take
That's all I've
100 back.
got.
No.
Trying to get it.
Student goes over and we remember.
Okay.
Take your cards over. Let's have a look.
Let's have a look.
Pair of tens. Pair of fours.
Pair of fours here, right? So, but
Potential straight.
potential straight.
Oh yeah.
Potential straight. Let's see what the.
But he has needs two
Go.
two
yeah.
cards for a straight.
Yeah.
There's 2 cards to come.
That's not one of them.
No.
Oh, another four.
We need a 4 here. Need a 4. Oh.
Okay.
Cheers, mate.
Well played, you.
Well played, mate.
Yeah, nice. Nice. Real nice.
That's
play,
like
mate.
Arsenal in the FA
Okay.
Cup, isn't it?
What?
And
We've
then
won it
there
more than
were-
anyone else. What are you on about?
Not this season.
And then there were 3.
I thought I'd bluff aggressively and see if it worked. And You know, when you take risks, sometimes they pay off big and sometimes you go home with nothing.
All right, guys, blinds have gone up again. We've just lost Hugh, down to the last 3. The question is, the GG Poker question round is, what was your most stacked squad?
See, I could go with 99 treble winners. That was amazing. But actually, 07-08, Premier League, Champions League double winners, Ronaldo, Tevez, and Rooney up front. I'm going to, by the way, I'm going to call. And multitasking here. With them up front, the midfield of Scholes, Carrick, Owen Hargreaves. That was such an amazing squad. Treble, we won 3 back-to-back Premier Leagues and the Champions League in the middle of it. So, yeah, so mine, 07-08, Man United, quality.
Yeah, I hated that Man United side. It was really good.
I
hated lots of yours.
I remember that game where I think Nani scored the 3rd goal to win it. Oh, beautiful.
Jack.
Probably say 16-17 Spurs team.
How many trophies did they win?
We didn't win any, but we come runners up, which...
I'll go for the 60-61 Spurs team, thank you very much.
Do you remember him?
Jimmy Greaves, Danny Blanchflower, thank you very much. First team to ever win the double.
He's been on Wikipedia, hasn't he? He's been on Wikipedia.
Okay, in your lifetime.
In your lifetime, that you
That
witnessed.
wasn't the question, was it?
Yeah, we're going to reframe it. We're going to reframe it.
16-17, that midfield was, and the back line of Walker, Rose, Alderweireld, Vertonghen, Lloris, Dele Alli at his pomp, Kane, 30 goals in 31 games. Absolutely insane. And probably I would argue that team right now is roughly where Arsenal are.
Sorry?
Who was the team?
The Pochettino at his peak is roughly what Arteta is right now. You think about it, 2 managers that couldn't get over the line and win the league. 2 managers have spent money but not in the correct areas. Okay. They're very, very, very similar. That's not an insult to Arteta because he's won an FA Cup during it. And we haven't done that in, nearly 40 years. But they are very similar.
Hugh?
Do you agree with that, Hugh?
Tottenham and Arsenal being similar. Delusion is
No, you
all
can't tell me the 16-17 Spurs team that got 88 points or 87 points.
Did you get that?
Your highest was 89.
Points.
No, but it's very similar points total.
Point friends.
Right. The back line. Okay, your back line's
Put the
best.
pressure on FC. Is that right?
Yeah, essentially, yeah. The difference is
that the one that finished
I
third?
think we needed more investment.
Second, thank you very much.
And I just think you're at a similar position. You need a little bit more investment and you're there. We didn't get the investment and we spiraled out of control. But I think the brains at the top running the football club are smarter than we had. And I don't think you're spiraled out of control. I think a couple more signings and you're there. That's what we were like. Ali, Odegaard,
Yeah.
Son, Saka.
It's always the way though, isn't it? You're always short.
No, in our shadow, here we go.
No, I'm just saying you're all
What
short.
have I got to do
So
here?
Arsenal, the transfer
Sorry.
window now.
Cool,
Even if he does spend more
check
money,
it.
funnily enough, I don't think this will be does need to spend more money.
Oh, ours was the league winners from a few years ago. Bobby Firmino, Sadio Mane and Mo Salah. Like, when your dad talks to you about sides that they've seen, or your parents have spoken to you about a side and they'll just talk about it forever. So in Liverpool, that is like the 70s and 80s Liverpool heroes. And you think, they must have been good. You're still talking about them 40 years later to me every week. Like, I know that I will be a granddad talking about Bobby Firmino, Sadio Mane and Mo Salah, because I will never see a better side than that.
I don't think Bobby Firmino gets as much props as he should. Like, he was such a good footballer.
Unbelievable.
Very
clever.
unselfish as well.
Those two are not the same without him.
I agree. I think he was like the final piece in the jigsaw. So, GG Poker is the world's online. Just do it, please. Right. GG Poker is the world's biggest online poker room. What is your biggest what was it? Right. GG Poker is such a you get a train over at some point. Can you leave the room for 30 seconds?
You have to be here for the...
Right.
That's the question.
Why don't you start with, right lads, blinds have gone up. GG Poker question time.
That's just adding more words.
Please tell me this is being recorded. Please, this is.
No, seriously now, because this is getting a joke.
His head's gone.
I've completely lost myself over it.
He's on tilt. He is.
You better not tell anyone about this.
It's being recorded.
No, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get straight out and go, you never guessed that.
This is being released.
I am aware of that.
This is live. This is live, Henry.
I've got to get home.
Right, guys, the blinds have gone up.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I tried. I'm sorry.
I can turn around, watch you sitting there. Just him, just holding
Hurry
on.
up, the blinds have gone up again.
Just.
Right, guys, the hands have gone up. The GG poker question is: what is the worst card your team has ever received?
I've got to do it again.
Just blinds.
Blinds.
Oh,
Slow down.
That's the best we've had yet. Yeah, we've done it anyway. So.
we're basically there now. We're on the home stretch. It's only taken 48 times.
Take 300.
Right, guys, the blinds have gone up. The GG poker question is: what is the worst card your team has ever received?
For me, I'm still angry about this to this day. You can see it, look at the face. Nani versus Real Madrid in the Champions League, Fergie's last ever Champions League game. It's still a robbery and a travesty to this day. I'm not over it. Like, on a real level, that killed me, that did. We were winning. I think we'd have gone and knocked him out. We'd have knocked him out. I think Fergie might have gone and won his final season. Just, to this, it's mad. You can still be angry about something 13 years later, but I am fuming.
Yeah, pretty much the same with me. Arsenal-Barcelona Champions League final. Lehmann sent off. And
That was my favourite card.
as a result, Pires had to come off. And
That has got to be one of the worst calls, isn't it?
yeah,
Or the Van Persie red card.
We're talking, a good 20 years ago, and I'm
Sorry.
not over it at all. In fact, I think I remember thinking at the time, wow, it's all going to be downhill from here. I just didn't realise how high up the hill was.
Do you know what's mad about those red cards though? I feel like a bit like that with, it wasn't red cards, but Scholes and Keane missing the Champions League final. I always feel it's worse when a few years later they change the rules, because goalies don't get sent off for those challenges anymore, which shows you it was a stupid rule. So yeah, I get that completely.
I think one for me isn't maybe because it was the wrong decision, just how brainless it was. Yves Bissouma, our last season against Luton, he's on a yellow and he dives and he gets a second yellow booked for diving. What? How brainless can you be? That one really did my night, and it was
That's
unbelievably.
the biggest red card.
No, not the biggest.
Tottenham.
The most,
But it's
like,
Tottenham, mate.
frustrating.
Everything's always smaller.
I'd probably say
Against
Crouch
Luton.
getting sent off against
Luton
Luton.
Town, newly promoted Luton Town.
Just how brainless it was.
I think my card, I haven't thought about it a little bit, not because it wasn't deserved, but Henderson missing 3 games right at the back end of the 13-14 season. I reckon that stopped us from winning the league that season.
That's a great shout. Ones that hurt. My favourite red card you ever got though was Gerrard in his final game at Anfield. He came on to save the day. That was also Wanfield Day, wasn't it? Came on to save the day. 30 seconds later, stamps on Ander Herrera and gets sent off. Beautiful. I loved that. Was better than the Gerrard slip. It was the best.
Don't say those words around me. I don't think I've put those 2 words, slip and the other one, in a sentence for 11 years. And I've not watched it back, and I hate every time someone talks about it. It's too soon.
The best part about the slip though, and I know I'm not trying to rub salt into the wounds, it's the fact that a week earlier when he said don't let it slip, it's just
so
and I think
great,
all our
so
clubs have probably had those
poetic.
moments where something is said and then it comes back to bite you in the backside. That was crazy.
That was so painful.
Thank you, Demba Ba.
Karius in that Champions League final was atrocious, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, don't talk to me like.
Let's not talk about Champions League finals, please.
Well, at least we won one. These 3.
Yeah,
We won 3 of them, 6 of them.
we won some Europa Leagues. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We're actually,
UEFA Cup.
2.
me and
We won
Sim are
2.
actually on loan to Real Madrid.
That isn't the lowest on the table. GG Poker is the world's biggest online poker room with the biggest prizes and the biggest tournaments. You can take part in the action by clicking the link in the description below, with new UK users receiving £40 with their first deposit.
Right, blinds have gone up. Time for a question. GG Poker is the world's biggest online poker room. The GG Poker question of the round is: what is your club's biggest viral moment online?
Do you know what? I'd say Andy Tate
Yeah.
and give it Giggsy to end the season, he's up there. But do you know what that's massive. That's probably the biggest. But my favourite, did you ever see the guy who was interviewed after United played, I think it was Southampton, and he started talking about Aaron Wan-Bissaka?
Oh, and he cried.
He starts crying. He just started saying, he works so hard. He makes so many. There was no reason for him to cry, but he did. That's my favourite moment. But the biggest, United has to be the legend that is Andy Tate. It's got to be Andy Tate.
I think the biggest.
Sorry, what about, does Rio Ferdinand count for Ollies at the wheel? Because that gets used way more than Andy
So
Tate.
it's not just fans.
Well,
Fan viral moment. Or
it could be though, couldn't it?
Viral moment.
I mean,
that Ollie's at the wheel.
It could be. I mean,
Big.
The balloon bursting around Fergie was pretty big. When Mike Phelan burst the balloon and scared him, that was pretty big.
Yeah.
I think for us there was a moment. It was actually expressions. It was recording in the stadium. It was one of my favourite videos. He's doing like a vlog.
Oh.
And there's this fan who's sitting behind him. Obviously, I think we're losing, and everyone's getting on Levy's back. And this fan just stands up. He goes, because Levy's always sitting in his normal spot. He stands up and just shouts, "Oi, Levy! I can see you. You can see me."
Yeah, it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
What is going on? Everyone's staring. Oh, it's brilliant. One of my favourite moments.
Other viral moments, I say, rest in peace to him, Claude, when he said it was time to go. That really, that still reverberates around in my ears. Those words were spoken from the heart.
You're doing, Terry.
And they were a big part of why actually change came, I think.
So the blinds have gone up. Okay. We've got another GG poker question. You got a last minute penalty. Now you can pick any player from past or present. Who's your safe bet to put it in the back of the net?
Gareth Bale.
Gareth Bale? Don't know if he ever took a penalty for Spurs.
Yeah, but he delivers in the biggest moments. Wouldn't be Harry Kane, as world class as he is. Big moments he don't deliver. It's just a fact. Bale two in the Champions League final.
Kane.
Carried Wales to a World Cup.
Your hero.
He is the best ever penalty taker.
No, he isn't. Though. That's a lie.
He isn't.
That we've ever had. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's missed quite a few. He's missed about 4 or 5.
How many penalties have Messi and Ronaldo missed?
Yeah, but in the big moments they turn up. And so does Bale.
Yeah, I'd trust Gareth Bale over Harry Kane. I wish Gareth Bale was English. Yeah.
Salah's brilliant at pens, but I feel so nervous every time he steps up for one.
He scored in the Champions League final, isn't he?
I know, but honestly, you can't kid your emotions, can you? It's like when you've got a keeper who's not good at playing out from the back. You go,
no, I hear
you just can't.
Yeah, I don't think Salah's a great penalty taker. He's missed quite a few. I'm quite lucky for me because I could pick Irwin, I could pick Cantona, I could pick Bruno. Those three, Cantona, Bruno Fernandes.
Rooney in there.
Rooney was good, but those three are all above Rooney. Is like a last minute, life depends on it penalty. Did you see me catch that? When I was tapping that was amazing.
So like, for me at the moment, the whole world class tag is so subjective, and like everyone's calling Palmer world class. Palmer's not a world class player.
Oh, you don't think Kane's world class?
See, my definition of world class is
he is world class.
I think he's a world class goal scorer, but I don't think he's what I think.
But he's a world class player, unbelievable playmaker. He's just
my definition of world class is you have to turn up consistently in the biggest moments.
Listen to yourself for a second, right? Logically, you're not making sense.
Yeah, but he has been in 5 finals.
The army that Drogba played with is a different kettle of fish to what Kane's had to deal with.
Look at Vardy then.
What about him?
Vardy delivered in the biggest moments for Leicester in that title winning season. When it come down to Harry Kane, he didn't.
Yeah, no, you're right. He didn't.
So he's a world class goal scorer. He's not a world class all round player though.
Oh no, I disagree. Because you could put him in midfield and he shines more than 9 out of 10 players.
Okay, but
Kane, he has.
If I look at another player who's done it consistently as a striker, you look at someone, and I know you're going to say look at the teams. Look at Lewandowski. Look at the way he turned up year after year in the German Cup finals.
He played for Bayern and Barca.
Yeah, but Kane's playing for Bayern now. Kane plays for Bayern now.
Yeah.
Did nothing in the DF Pokal, got knocked out on Leipzig. First game for Bayern, they lost 3-0 to Leipzig again, where Dani Olmo scored a hat-trick.
Mate.
And in the title run, look at his record in the title run in Germany. He got 6 goals in like 15 games.
He was breaking records left, right, centre.
For the first 24 games,
For the first 24 games.
Yeah, but look at Kane in the big moments. And I love Harry Kane, he doesn't deliver.
Yeah.
Lewandowski has.
He's got the record for most goals in knockout games
I think
in the World Cup and Euros.
At Bayern, and that's what he went for because he couldn't do it at that small tin pot club down your lane. It's just a fact. That's how players who want to be world class or considered world class step into that conversation by leaving the fraudulence.
Okay, if Haaland would join Real Madrid today, and Harry Kane joined Manchester City, in the biggest games, in the biggest moments, he would deliver.
Over the last 4 seasons, Kane would have won 4 Prems. That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. Come on, man. He scores more than Haaland for me. I've got to be honest with you.
You're talking about Kane in
He's
big
a
games.
better player than Haaland. It's a fact.
He's the record goal scorer in North London derbies. He's the record goal scorer for England in knockout games, in big
But in the big
tournaments as
games,
well.
what happened?
He scored in
Look
He got man of the match in the Euros against Denmark
happened in
in a
England
big game.
both Euro
for
finals?
England is
So can't put it all down to Kane, but he has delivered in big
Okay,
moments.
so how have other people? It seems like when Leicester won the FA Cup, James Maddison, man of the match, lays it off Tielemans, who scores a screamer.
So Maddison's world
delivers
class
for Leicester in an FA Cup
so
final
you're saying
against
Maddison's
Chelsea.
world class, but Kane isn't. Is that what you're saying?
Loses every final when he gets in. He doesn't do anything. He goes missing.
Yeah, but he's not the only player on the pitch.
No, but he's the one you look at to grab.
Okay,
the team by
wait,
the
wait,
scruff.
Henry,
The 10 other people have to feed Harry
Thierry
Kane.
Henry never scored a goal in a final.
Why'd you have to do this?
Sorry, I'm backing him up. I'm
No, but
just saying, is
Thierry
he not
Henry at
world
Old
class?
Trafford, at Old Trafford delivers. Thierry Henry at the Bernabeu.
In title races.
Thierry Henry
so
in finals don't deliver.
Okay, Harry
No,
Kane in the
because
North
he
London
delivers
derby delivered then.
in the title run throughout the season. He's delivered a lot more than Kane.
Kane is
And you
record
don't
goal
think
scorer
that's
in North
got
London
anything to do
derbies.
with the quality of the squads that they're
Okay,
playing?
look at Jamie Vardy then. What's the argument then?
Jamie Vardy was playing with Mahrez and Kante, mate.
Yeah, but that's
Two of
not as
the
good as
best
the team.
players
we
Where's
haven't seen-
Morgan?
Where's Morgan? We had
What,
prime
captain of
Toby.
Jamaica? Relax.
Yeah,
They
but you've overhyped that team.
Huh?
Toby Alderweireld and that weren't that good.
They were class, mate. They were
For
class.
you, they were
For
good.
your level, yes.
Kyle Walker left off.
Never fit to lace fairs
and
of Van Dijk's
became
boots.
twice the player.
Yeah, but he was still
surrounded-
very, very good at us.
It's like in Henry's house, he's really clever.
I don't know. He was
What are we
very
doing
quick.
here?
I think we should let the viewers decide on whether Harry Kane is world class or not. Let us know in the comments section below. That's what I say.
I don't know how Jota is, not getting more game time, but I guess it's like the form
It's his injuries,
of
injury.
Gakpo.
He's a great finisher, and he.
I'm all in.
Oh!
20.
Here we go. Let's see what bottle this Spurs fan has got
25.
over here.
Some bottle.
Sees
30,
bottle and glass. Let's see bottle and glass. Let's see what he's
35.
saying.
40. 45.
You gonna go all in as well? Steve?
50.
Nah, you're gonna fold.
I don't have to
53.
because Terry's out. I'm going to call.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh.
Straight out.
Oh.
Give us a spade.
Oh, you've really gone for it here.
Oh, no ace or spade. Come on. Come on, boys.
Hey.
Play that, it's not- it's not-
Very
That's just.
versus
I back
Terry
you
heads
to win
up.
him, so.
There we go. Hello, Spurs. We're backing us up. Come on.
Feeling disappointed, to be honest with you. A little bit gutted there. I think it was an ace and something else of spades, and I thought, you know what, just get in there, go big or go home. It didn't work out the way that I wanted it to, but do you know what, I've enjoyed the day, so massive thank you to GG Poker. I think it's been absolutely fantastic. Hopefully we get to do the poker showdown again, and next time I will be taking down that mank.
What's his
They had a
name?
lot of their names, didn't they?
What's that guy's name again?
Yep.
Cena,
Let's
Rock,
get ready to rumble.
Bruce Buffer.
Going
Sounds
all
like
in.
him.
Bruce and
Yeah.
Michael Buffer, they've both got their own.
All in.
Right, all in.
Use them
All
and
in,
your
All in.
parents.
So how much?
Hang on.
They will come for you.
Has he
much
got
is that?
all in with his
Just
2
call
and his
it out.
7?
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll go all in as well.
Okay. Turn your cards over, please. Sure.
Got 2. Oh,
Oh, needs a 2 or a
all
9.
spades. All spades.
Ooh, yeah, all spades. Come on.
Got outs. Not many outs now. Oh. Terry
Well
is the
done, mate.
winner. Well done, Terry. Well played, mate.
Terry.
Come on! I told you about Tottenham and United. Never compare the two. Cheers, mate. Good game.
Good stuff.
One went wrong. I was probably being a bit too risky at the end. Trying to go big, trying to earn those chips back. One big hand where I had a pocket 5, Terry had nothing. I was going too big on it. I was getting too ahead of myself. That's proper Spurs.
Come on, look at that. First of all, I want to thank the missus. I want to thank the kids, my dad. Oh, so chuffed. United haven't been winning a lot recently, so I had to bring some pride back to the club, So yeah, buzzing. That was a lot of fun though, I will say. The fun isn't over there. Me and the boys are going to be live streaming on the GG Poker app over the coming weeks, where if you, yes you, knock us out, you will win $50 cash.
Shuffle them more, please. Seriously. Like,